All right, welcome back, team. This is episode 15 of the Southend
Whoa,
podcast.
getting up there, mate.
That's not bad. Thanks for listening, if you are. We're going to cover a little bit about our Hyrox recap. We both did Hyrox in different capacities, and then we'll chat a little bit more about what is Hyrox and what it means to our industry. So, for myself, this is my first one that I did. Did it with my friend Jake. As a doubles, which I think when I was doing it and all the time when I was training for it, I was like, thank God I'm not doing this by myself because it's quite a lot.
I was surprised that you signed up for it, to be honest,
Yeah.
because you don't like running.
Nah.
You don't really like endurance stuff,
Yeah.
which it was going to take you an hour plus.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a long time. Yeah.
yeah, it's just quite grunty.
It is. It's a funny one because obviously the running was the main thing. It's basically a running race,
Yeah.
right? Like to win it, you just have to run really fast, and then the other stuff's kind of an annoying little interval part. But yeah, it's all about the running capacity. And I used to be, back in my football days, I was a runner for sure, but I was also a lot lighter back then. So being heavier nowadays and just not running, like if you don't use it, you lose it.
Do you remember any metrics when you were a kid when, like, I don't know, like a K, 3K, when you were fully into your AFL? Do you have any benchmark workouts or anything where you're like, oh, I got this when you were like 17 or something?
Not that I can remember.
Yeah.
We always had the beep test and 2K time trials, but I couldn't even tell you what my times were. Nothing super flash. It was more just about the position I played and all that.
Yeah.
And my asset to the team. A lot of it was like consistent running.
But the weight thing is such a big deal, isn't it?
Huge, yeah.
Like I always think that, like back when I was like running regularly and well when I was younger, I was like, fuck, 20 kilos lighter than I am now.
Yeah, that's about the same as me, yeah.
Fucking mad.
I would say. Yeah, it makes a difference. It doesn't mean it's the end of the game for you though.
No.
I sort of switched my training specifically for Hyrox without going like super crazy. I was still doing like CrossFit classes and the bodybuilding stuff and jiu-jitsu, so it wasn't like my full-time dedication, and as it shouldn't be. I'm not a professional athlete. But my times went from like at the start of from about 3 months out or so when we booked it, my running my per kilometer pace over say 5 kilometers was probably struggling to get to like 5.5 minute Ks.
Yeah. Is this just running?
Just running, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, and then in the race, it was, I think our average was like 35 minute Ks or something like that. So a significant difference just over that period of time. But still, if you want a really competitive time, it's nowhere near fast enough. You'd need a lot of dedication to the running. But yeah, I still enjoyed the challenge for sure.
That's so cool with running now because you ran, right, how many times a week do you think?
It was twice.
Twice a week for
3 months, basically.
3 months.
Yeah.
And you made a significant improvement.
Yeah.
Which is so cool to see the gains you can make.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Without taking away from the rest of my training, which was cool. Like I didn't have to fully dedicate to it. It was nice.
Do you start to enjoy it near the end?
I was enjoying. I never liked to go for a run.
Yeah,
like that doesn't really feel great. But I was liking it when I was doing the simulations of the Hyrox race.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, it's a run interval followed by a functional movement, and then you repeat that over and over. Being able to see, like, look at my watch and see that I was holding the pace, like paces that I never thought I could consistently throughout, and actually like push the pace. That was kind of cool. When I was like in the Hyrox race mode, like going for a run, still doesn't make me super excited. No.
Yeah.
Even with my flash new shoes.
Yeah, nitros
on sale.
There's something, I don't know. There's just something beautiful about going for an early morning run. I just fucking love it.
Yeah, you must because you do it all the time in the dark of the morning.
I mean, it's classic getting into that time of life, like kids and stuff like that. It's just a typical thing people do. But I don't know, just getting up and running early and the sun's coming up and the amount of times you just think about, you're not even going out there to think about business. The amount of times I will think, just naturally go towards that.
A few epiphanies on the runs.
Yeah, just a bit of clarity over things. Or if I listen to like an audio book or something like that, and then that sometimes trigger things as well.
Yeah, that's a cool part of it for sure. And there's definitely a simplicity to it, right? Like you can just put your shoes on and go.
Yeah. And also another part of it is not even running by yourself, but like running with mates.
Yeah.
I was saying to Hells the other day that obviously we used to like socializing, going out, drinking a lot and stuff, and now we don't really do that at all. And my going out now drinking is running at 5:30 a.m. with my mates. It's fucking mad, isn't it? But it's good. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Turns out it's way better for you as well. But because you just have, you still have that bit of shit talking, still have that bit of fun with it, but you're actually getting something done.
Yeah.
Whereas drinking, you're not getting fucking anything done.
They are mutually exclusive, right? It's pretty hard to get up and run if you went out the day before. You drank the day before.
Correct. Yeah.
Especially early like you do. Those witching hours.
It's very upsetting actually how much I've realised drinking is bad for you, which sounds obvious. But for many, many, many years, I really liked to.
You're a big advocate.
I was just a big fan of it. I gotta be honest. I find it very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Never drank to a point where it was really detrimental to my life. But now I kind of realise it was holding me back.
Yeah. I agree.
Not to a point where it was a problem.
Yeah.
But I do think I say that, I think I have realised I do have a slight problem with it. Not to the point of like, like, it's like destroying my life or anything.
Yeah.
But it definitely has a hold over me for sure.
Yeah, I think you can be in denial for a long time when it's part of your social life, right? But when you see, like you said, even if it's not a huge problem, like it's not devastating or anything, but you see like how it makes you feel or how it has a knock-on effect for the week, like you're tired, you don't recover as well, your work gets worse, that sort of stuff. Then it's like,
and it's also like
problems.
I don't know, like we used to drink. I have a couple of glasses of wine maybe on a Sunday or at home, and we'd be like, why? It's because we're like there's something lacking. We're not being present with the kids, or like having kids can be quite boring because you're just at home. Maybe you want to take them out, but that can be a punish as well.
Yeah.
Or fucking Peppa Pig on in the background, and what you're gonna do? Play a game where they both fight over the fucking game anyway. So you don't even play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
what gets to the same.
We were starting it then, and then when you have a glass of wine, it makes it more fun.
Yeah.
But then that's not ideal, really, because you're taken away from reality.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is your life, which you should enjoy having time with your kids.
Yeah, in your own state.
So yeah.
So
been trying to work on just having fun with my kids without using alcohol to do so.
And they don't drink, your kids?
Yeah. Just a bit of milk and juice. They're fucking punished for a bit of apple juice.
They got their own little vices.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Nah, it definitely all ties in for sure. But it's not like it also makes you appreciate, I think, or for me, makes you appreciate when you like you kind of have to plan out a little bit more when you are going to drink and make sure it's really worth it.
Yeah.
Like rather than, like you said, those casual
the casual ones, yeah.
Casual ones kind of just add up and not as good.
Yeah. It's the social side, right?
Yeah.
So you want to be careful with like rewarding yourself with drink, because then you're saying, I don't know, to achieve something, then you're rewarding yourself with this drink, which I don't know if relating those two together is particularly good for you in the long run either. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, like after Hyrox, I think I took 4 or 5 weeks off drinking.
Like completely?
Completely, yeah. 0 before the race, and I was like, like there's probably going to be people having beers, so I'll definitely have one after.
Yeah.
I was just knackered after it was late.
Yeah,
Whatever
it was
time
super late.
9:30 or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to drive back.
Yeah.
Not too far, not as far as you. I was like,
But by the time you drive back, that's it then, innit?
Yeah.
Well, you have some food.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
And then I thought maybe another time that weekend I'll get my
Yeah.
drinking, but ended up not doing it. And it went like another week and a half, and
Yeah.
ended up just having a beer, and it was like 6 weeks in the end. And I was like, yeah.
But that's changed a lot for you, hasn't it? Because you used to drink pretty much every weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, at one stage.
But it's just the circles you're in as well now, right?
Yeah.
Like we've talked about that. Like just trying to, I don't know. Like I won't become friends with someone who just wants to get pissed all the time.
Yeah.
Because I'll inevitably go into that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just too tempting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are a few of my mates down in shower, but now they'll like a beer. And if I say, let's go for a beer, they'll go for a beer.
Yeah.
But they've got kids. They're also not like,
happy to
messaging
not do
me
it.
going, let's go to,
Yeah. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I just feel.
Try and remove yourself from that temptation a little bit.
Yeah. I just feel it afterwards. Like I know if I really have to seriously think if I'm going to have a drink, because I know it's going to be affecting me for the days after.
Yeah.
Even if it's only not heaps.
Yeah.
But for sure, like it's almost like half the next week is like I'm on slow-mo.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to work.
But it's not like it's just like, oh yeah, life's amazing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's been like all year really. I've been trying to reduce it, but I've still drunk maybe, I don't know, 10 times this year.
Yeah.
But that's fucking way
6 months.
less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Than what it would have been.
Instead of 20 times.
But the first few months, I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Friday Arvo, I'd think about it. Saturday, I'd think about it. And then Sunday, I'd think about it. And I'd be like, fuck. Like, I'd get a bit like fucking twitchy. And that's getting better.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah.
I think it does. And I imagine it would for most people.
It's like habitual, right?
Yeah.
Like from fucking 15, drank every weekend on a Friday from 15 pretty much until now.
38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm 40 this year, so
39.
yeah.
Quite a while.
And that breaking that habit, it's like built in the culture of like what you think is a normal thing to do.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not that normal. And I think like
I
don't know.
It's pretty normal.
And I'm seeing more and more people, like the non-alcoholic beers are going a lot more.
Yeah.
Like imagine that like 10, 20 years ago.
Probably get laughed at.
Yeah, you probably get bashed the same, But like now, and like a lot of celebrities and well-known people coming out and, so Joe Rogan's off it now.
Yeah.
And he even said like, I feel stupid that it's taken me this long to realize.
There's some crazy stats about I don't know, I always forget the letters of the generations, but whatever the most recent generation that's like of drinking age, just not drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spending less time in pubs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge stats on it.
Especially over here, I feel. It feels way different. When I grew up, it was like, so if I grew up here, majority of the time you would have been maybe at the beach or being outside in some form. And we were outside, it was freezing.
So you get in the
so
pub.
You go pub, or it just feels a bit more, I don't know. It was just a lot more like, perhaps it was just the area maybe I was.
Yeah.
But just a lot more trouble maybe.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like kids here I know obviously you do get it here as well.
Yeah.
But they just seem more interested in fucking surfing or,
Yeah. I'd say there is a fair bit more. In my generation growing up, it was very similar to yours though, but I didn't grow up at the beach.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean there wasn't stuff to do. It was still part of the culture.
Yeah.
We're basically just like a new age England, right? Like a lot of us are just ex-convicts. So it's in our heritage somewhere from you lot. I was going to say on that. But yeah, it's definitely a massive drop off now. And especially around, I would say around like where our Maroubra gym is, the eastern suburbs, it's that generation is more into like fitness and that sort of thing. And plus, it's fucking expensive to go out and have
mate, yeah,
beers at the pub.
yeah.
My God, that
What's it up
goes
to
through
a
my mind
pint
for
now?
sure.
Path Pavilion in
I haven't been there for a
Good,
long time, but I would say my pint of choice would be $18.
That's
It's
mad,
heaps,
isn't it?
huh?
When
Yeah.
I fucking started drinking, it was 99p. So it wasn't even a pound. Wasn't even a fucking
Wow.
squid. Wasn't even a squid, mate. It was
That's crazy.
Rotunda Club in Kingswood.
Wow.
Bad place. I was 15.
Yeah. I wonder
Don't let a 15-year-old in.
Yeah.
To your bar drinking.
Well, you got to sell as many as you can.
I was very well behaved.
Yeah.
But
Wonder how much they are there now.
Yeah.
Not worth it, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. But anyway, so I guess we'll change the title of this episode to alcohol. But how did your Hyrox go, Mr. Individual?
Yeah, so this was the third time I've done Indie Pro. I done it the first 2 years ago, first time, and now it was kind of still emerging. Like, it was a lot quieter then than it is now. Fucking mad. So it was all on one day, the first time I'd done it, but it was like kind of people were just working out what it was.
Was there traffic in the runs?
No.
No.
It was fucking
crazy.
Yeah, nowhere near. And the difference, you could tell the difference in standard and that, because I done an hour 17 on my first one. I finished third in my age group.
Yeah, wow.
The guy who won it this year in my age group done like 57 or something.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like the standard is like
20 minutes faster.
Yeah, the standard's mental. So the third person probably got, I don't know, low hour or something like that.
Wow.
So it's just more people doing it, and the standard's just so much higher.
Yeah.
And then yeah, done it last year, got a hour 13, and then this year the goal was to do hour 10 or below. Trained really well for it. I was super fit. Running metrics were really good. Everything seemed good. But I came in at hour 18.
Slower.
And I haven't really got an answer for you, really. My runs were solid. I was averaging a 4:25. My runs, which is fine. Probably could be a bit quicker, but not super slow.
Yeah.
Maybe those low fours would be ideal.
And what, quicker than last year? Your run intervals? You're not
I
sure?
haven't actually compared it. They would have been similar. Like, my running weight is way better this year. Like, I actually was doing, done some sims, done lots of interval work. I actually went a minute slower than the first time I'd done it, where I wasn't doing any running.
Yeah.
Quite depressing.
Crazy.
So I don't really, I mean, trying to work it out, really, I felt quite a bit down about it for a week, because you just, like I said, I haven't been drinking either.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was drinking a lot.
Yeah. Perhaps I got it all wrong. I wonder how much of that is like the course difference and maybe a bit of
I know a few
kit.
people didn't do as well as they wanted to.
Yeah. The whole cool thing is that you can improve your time, like that time, because it's a very simple race. The whole cool thing is that you can improve your time year on year or event on event, right? So that's a bit annoying if the goalpost have moved a little bit, so you can't actually achieve the one thing that you want to, right?
Well, yeah, I know, but I don't know if it makes that much difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe
kind of just making excuses.
You're just
for
old,
myself.
maybe.
I never really got going. I kind of felt like I was in my head quite a lot from the get-go. I was like thinking about what I was doing rather than just doing it.
Yeah, okay.
I was kind of waiting to get going, and then it was the end. And I was like, oh, fuck. But not like I wasn't working hard. I was fucking working hard, but you know, when you're in it and you feel like you're pushing hard, it's hurting, but you're pushing hard and you're just in it, you know, like open workouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just never, I don't know. It was just all a bit from the get-go. I opened up with like a 3:47 first K, which is like that's probably a good first K for me. Yeah. Fast, but not too fast. And then the ski was fine. Then the run after that was fine. And then the sled was heavy, but it was moving. But it just pushed me into that red line a little bit. And it took me a little bit longer than I wanted it to. And then from there, I feel like with Hyrox, you have to be so fit to race it.
Yeah.
For me, I literally had a plan. Then after the sled, and then after the what was after the sled? Basically, after the burpees, it was just pure. Or during the burpees, it was just pure survival. I was just like, I need to just survive this. Like, keep moving.
Yeah, so you're not pushing at all, really. You're just
I'm
like
just
hanging on.
Yeah, it kind of felt like a bit like the marathon a little bit, where I was just like, the goal was to do 3:30 there, and I was just like, I just need to get this done.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the 3:30. I just need to complete this without cramping in both legs and walking. You know what I mean?
You see how much people, like you said, do actually race it, like sprinting out of
Mate,
the
it's
stations.
mad.
It's crazy.
Well, I was hearing one of the top guys, he was saying he actually felt like that when he's like, World Championships just gone, he felt like he was actually racing, and he actually described a lot of the people there as just surviving, because I guess it's just another level up.
Yeah.
They're kind of just trying to hang in there, obviously going way quicker. So yeah, kind of just turned into a survival mode. Just keep working on the runs without pushing too far so you blow up and so on. So yeah, bit depressing, really.
But you'll go again next year, you reckon?
Well, I'll probably go doubles next year.
Yeah.
One, it's more fun.
I think so.
And two, it's kind of, it sounds a bit weird, but it's kind of hard to find a good training partner who can train with you, similar fitness level with you, and wants to like do the same sort of stuff.
Right. Not to mention the logistics, like
logistics and stuff. So I've Danish Harbour, our coach Shannon. I think me and him are very well. He's actually a bit fitter than me, which I like to push me along. So we're gonna have a crack at it next year.
Yeah,
should be good.
Yeah, so you're here to stay on the Hyrox thing.
I don't know the Indy. Fuck, I'm gonna have to have another go at it, because the 70s. I got the 70 in me. I just need to execute it.
It's a lot by yourself.
And you know what? Another fear I have as well is that I'm turning 40 this year, and I have a fear of it just goes. Like, you train all this time, right? And you always be fit, but you just miss that, I don't know, that bit of intensity where you can just really push.
Yeah.
And your scores just like kind of drop off.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, can't be now. It's genuine fear. And I'm not going to give up on it, obviously.
Yeah.
But it does worry me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not making that up. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen, yeah.
But what does the drop off look like? And I'm like, it's not like you said, we're not professional athletes. So it's not like we still got room to improve.
But I guess you're just even having the mindset of trying to avoid that or delay it as long as possible is a really good training motivator anyway, right?
Yeah, it's just quite a depressing thought. Because I tried hard. Yeah. I was trying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you just old, mate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, but I'm saying that, but I'm not giving up on it. But it's just there in the back of my mind. I'm like,
yeah,
is it now?
Right.
Surely not. Surely I got another 5 years or so of trying to push.
What do you reckon about Hyrox? Is it the next Olympic sport, or is it the next F45? And what I mean by that is that, like, they're actually trying to get it to the Olympics. I know that. Not the next one, but the one after that. And I shouldn't say is it the next F45. That's a bit rude. But in terms of going, it was all the hype, and then it's kind of declining in a lot of regions, at least. What do you reckon? Is it here to stay?
What's declining? F45?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's here to stay, yeah. I guess the answer, I mean, we're going to change our model a little bit. Not change our model, but I think we're trying to...
We got a bit of the...
Incorporate it.
Yeah, we got a bit of the kit.
A bit more.
And, like, we're upgrading the turf down at Shell Harbour.
Yeah, so we're putting a sled track in Shell Harbour in September. And that's purely because of Hyrox.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have put it in otherwise.
Yeah. How many from Shell Harbour do you reckon off the top of your head?
Yeah, we had a decent chunk. And I've had people asking me when's it, because there's some people wanting to do Melbourne, which is in December. Then you got Brisbane, which is in February, March, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
There's also Perth, I think.
Yeah, so, and then I guess their increase as well. potentially. So like
Yeah.
you might start getting 2 Sydney comps a year.
Probably. Yeah.
My only question mark on it really is like training just for Hyrox.
Mm.
There's not a lot of longevity in just training for Hyrox in the fact of running burpee, just doing the stations, right?
Yeah.
So you need to expand outside that. And what that usually involves basically is it's basically the fucking training we do.
Yeah.
Minus maybe your squat snatches and,
Yeah.
But they still, like, I've seen programs for Hyrox where they got power snatches in and stuff
Yeah.
like that, so
Yeah, the power transfer from that is
it's maybe a
definitely
little
super.
less focus on sort of technique,
Yeah.
but like it's like building capacity.
Yeah.
And what we do at Southend is build fucking capacity.
Yeah. Across the broad range of movement.
So I feel like a lot of these Hyrox gyms, they'll do we're building to Sydney, we're building to whatever.
Yeah.
But they're basically just doing CrossFit
Yeah.
with maybe a little bit more emphasis on running.
Yeah.
Running under compromised running. But we run.
Yeah.
I sure but we run at least twice a week.
Yeah. It's twice a
at
week in
least.
the program. Plus we program running extras.
Yeah. Heaps of people do
Yeah.
them as well.
I think we probably, I don't know exactly the number at Maroubra, but I think there was like 50-ish members doing Hyrox, the Sydney Hyrox. At least 50, I would say, which is a huge number. And it meant that our open gym slots were pretty packed for the few months leading up for sure. So that, I think it just shows that how we train at Southend. One, it is really good prep for this sort of event. And then people would kind of just shift a little bit more specificity in their training, especially on the running side, like you said. But it's also the type of people that want to do those sorts of events as well that we have in our gym. So, but yeah, I think the biggest limiting thing for us ongoing, and it was kind of okay the last couple of years because it was once a year.
Yeah.
Gets a little bit hectic in the gym around that time leading up, but then it kind of people return back to normal. But like you said, there's going to be an event every 3 months, 4 months now, probably in Australia. So people who take it seriously or whatever, they're going to be wanting to do it all the time. So that's something that we're figuring out: space and enough equipment and time slots for people. So
I don't know about you. I've always been a little bit like, there's a lot of gyms out there which will have, like conditioning classes or strength, strongman, all that. I've always been a bit, I don't like to go down that route because I just feel like our program sort of like just brings it all together anyway.
Yeah.
And we have our Olympic lifting class, but that's mainly because of Zoe and how amazing she is. So, but like moving forward, maybe we do go on a Sunday. We have that like Hyrox skill technique and then Hyrox style training.
Yeah.
Because for people even who aren't doing Hyrox, that would still.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
Kinda
just
like
a conditioning, long conditioning piece.
We changed our Thursday morning 5:15 a.m. class more suited to Hyrox movements.
Yeah.
That's only a 45 minutes class, obviously. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think there's options. I think it's a lot of people you see it being talked about, and some people would say as well. And I've been asked this, like, do I think like CrossFit's going to die and we need to change to fully Hyrox? And I think the answer is definitely no to that. But I almost see it as like, it's just like another competition, right?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah.
It's another comp that these savages that we have as members from all levels, like beginners do it, advanced people like to do it for different goals and reasons. There's just another thing on the calendar that they're prepping for in their training.
Yeah, it's great.
I think it's such good
prep. It doesn't have to be like, a lot of people are like, Hyrox, is it bad for you? And it's like, there's plenty of fucking space for us to like both survive.
Yeah. I think
and like work towards, like, if we can use it instead of us being like, Hyrox is bad, if we use that and bring it in to our community, so it is something we focus on.
Yeah, I think
like, how good was it? Like, you would like get merch for it and like getting some socks for it or some armbands, which never.
Next one. I think it's more. Yeah, it's more like it's like a brother rather than a competitor for sure.
Yeah,
that's my opinion on it. And I think actually that I did see it pop up overseas somewhere, but there'll be Hyrox gyms
Yeah, we've got one in Dapto near us.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they just do Hyrox.
Yeah, it just looks like a CrossFit gym when you walk in.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just do. I don't know what sort of program they use or whatever, but they just do Hyrox. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I think you'll see more of that sort of stuff.
And it might be
popping
something
up.
we affiliate to potentially as well as.
Maybe, yeah.
So we're a Hyrox affiliated gym.
Maybe. I know
Just
they
so-
would like that.
Just so people know that we are sort of like training towards that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
My because you have to be really careful about using the word Hyrox in your
Yeah.
programs. So you have
Yeah.
to just a friend of the gym said about that they got pulled up for using the word Hyrox on one of their workouts because they weren't affiliated as
yeah,
yet.
it's like CrossFit, right? You can't use that
Yeah,
unless
exactly.
you're affiliated.
Exactly. But I was like, fuck, we already
I
pay
know.
a lot for CrossFit. But I'm sure it's not super expensive anyway.
Nah, it's heaps cheaper apparently, but yeah. But yeah, it's exciting, man. Like, and also another thing is like, I think we have a lot of members who love training, but they wouldn't necessarily do a CrossFit comp.
Yeah.
Find it too intimidating, or the movements are just kind of a bit out of their range, maybe at the moment.
Yeah.
Whereas the beauty about Hyrox, and I think one thing they've done like amazingly at, is that they market it. It's just so well marketed, but it just seems like such a fun, nice event.
Yeah.
And like it's like, oh yeah, Hyrox, that looks so much fun. Let's do that. And it's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard.
It is hard.
Like all the comps, all the CrossFit comps I've done, runs, Hyrox, hands down, individual is the hardest thing I've done.
Yeah, wow.
Like it's been like Jack Musgrove, one of my members, and he's a freak, and he's like, yeah, hardest thing I've done.
It's
Like
brutal.
it's so
by
brutal.
itself especially, yeah.
But you couldn't fucking tell by how they fucking market it. They do a good job.
Because I think a lot of people.
I mean, pairs like what you've done is
Yeah.
still fucking hard. Don't get me wrong. It's a little bit
doable,
more. Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a low barrier on the other end. They can definitely get in quite easily. A lot of people can do it, and it makes it like it almost makes you feel like a professional athlete, like with the timing and all the technology they have. They definitely run it really well. So
yeah,
it was cool to see from a business perspective how they do things.
I would love to see their figures, their numbers, on a weekend like that.
You can sort of do the rough maths, but it's quite a lot. But
like, how much would it hire to like the dome? That's an expensive hire.
And all that kit, like at one stage, they would have had to buy it or hire it or however they do it. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I know they got obviously work with Centre, so I don't know if Centre like provides all that for them or not. I don't know.
Not sure. And then is it like all around the world? Do they will they drive it to Perth?
That's a great move as well by Centre, isn't it? Because now we'll get a sled for a sled track, and I'll get a Centre sled track.
Exactly.
Because I know if I don't, people will be like, oh, but it's not the one we use on the day.
Yeah. Same with
they're priced $200 more than fucking every other sled on the fucking market, and it's just a fucking sled.
Yeah, it's pretty good by them for sure. It's a great little signing.
But they're fucking sold out everywhere though, as
Yeah.
well.
The
Still trying to get a rope. I just can't.
man, the rope.
Yeah.
Someone said about the rope, getting a rope in. I tried to, and they were like on back order for forever.
Yeah.
And they do feel different to a normal rope.
Yeah.
I found that out on the day. Very springy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to cover today, basically. How our Hyroxes ran and what we thought of it as what it is, what we think is going to happen. I think overall, couldn't say better things about it, really.
Was there anything in your training you would have changed in hindsight? After now because you've never done one before.
Yeah.
And you train for it, and then looking back, anything you'd have changed?
I think everything I did pushed me in the right direction. It would just be
more CrossFit classes.
Yeah. I don't know, probably just the running. That was my main thing. Because the stations are very doable, but your ability to do them fast is reduced by coming off the run and then getting back into a run. You're always thinking, oh, I need to keep running after this. I can't just sprint everything. So I think just more time leading up to it running. Yeah. Extra running, like the work I did helped. It just needed more work. Yeah.
You're going to continue running now?
I'll do a little bit, yeah. Got my runners on. So maybe today.
Gonna run home from it. Have you ran since Hyrox?
Once. So over 3 weeks. So it's definitely a drop off.
Yeah.
It's just, it's something that in terms of long distance running, like we do it in the class workouts
Yeah.
a little bit, but longer distance stuff and specific running, I think I need the program that I was
Do
following.
you have anything lined up now?
No.
Like you're working towards?
No, nothing particular yet. Sydney 2026.
I think, yeah, that's something which the last year or so I think's been very important from a motivational standpoint.
Yeah.
Having something lined up, like what's next? I put that in my calendar. Like the next thing, obviously, I felt a bit down after Hyrox, but then I had Run Shell Harbour booked in on the 28th of September for a half marathon.
Yeah.
Goals to go 1:30 on that. So I was just like, I ain't got time to fuck about.
Yeah.
To get back training.
Back to your running.
And then back in there. And then suddenly you kind of forget about that and then shift your focus to this. Then you do a few runs, and I done an interval session on Tuesday, and I'm like, no, you are fit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there was a question
good.
marks in my head. I was like,
yeah,
are you actually, have you been doing all this work? Or you just made it all up? You know what I mean? Have you actually been running fucking 4 times a week for the last, you know? But then you see that, and then you're like, no, you're actually your legs are pretty good. Let's just build on that.
Oh, nice.
So we run Shell Harbour, and we're trying to get as many members involved in that as well.
Yep.
Maybe an emerging run club might be happening as well.
Nice. The Maroubra one's been going solid. Good.
Yeah, so good.
I think your crew would like it for sure, especially because you're doing it anyway. You're always running.
Yeah. It's just It's just a commitment, don't it?
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna say I'm gonna do it. Then...
Yeah, exactly.
But people have been loving the Wednesdays in Maroubra, aren't they?
Yeah.
Led by Coach Aaron.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Dark winter morning. People are out there.
You're out there then, you're gonna love the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
The summer runs for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right. That'll do it.
Great.
Thanks for listening, guys. See you on the next one.